Indeed, it is a wonderful Wednesday afternoon from here in Buchanan, Grand Bassa County, Republic of Liberia. Let me say good day to all of you, our viewers, and a warm welcome to the program Conversations with the Leaders. Today, I'm privileged to have me, the Honorable Mayor of the city of Wayzohn. Is Mayor Weljay. Mayor Edwin Weljay is my studio guest this lovely Wednesday afternoon. Oh, Mayor, good afternoon. Welcome to this unique conversation with you.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure having you here.
How is Wayzohn City?
As you can see, glory be to God, we are coping with the coronavirus regulations, protocol put into place by the President of the Liberia.
People now viewing you mind to know as to since when you became a mayor of Wayzohn City, New City in Grand Bassa County, and since you became mayor, what are some of the progress you have made so far in your work inside the city?
Yeah, we have made mark in terms of the challenges we face with because, as I said, well, I got nominated 2017 March and I got confirmed 2018. I got nominated 2018 March and I got confirmed 2018 May. And since then, as you are aware, this area is a rural city and a newer city in terms of informing our people to abide by some of the rules and regulations for which they did not live with before and they are not aware of, definitely were challenging. Like we had a dialogue where we don't want people to sell on Sunday, which because of the ordinance, and one of the programs we made was to work with the city council to make sure we have the ordinance being drafted and approved by the citizen rate of this district and left with the president's signature. And based on that, we cannot do anything illegally. So most of the arrangement we made through our ability, like no more Sunday selling in Wayzohn City. That I can promise you, since we got in the power, you don't have people selling on Sunday. The first Saturday also, we also progress in that is being achieved in Wayzohn City. You will not find people selling up to 10 o'clock in Wayzohn City. And when it comes to constituting the cleaning of the city, we are very regular with that. And you can go around Wayzohn City, you will see that indeed our workers, while it is true there is no pay and they continue to sacrifice, but they are committed to working in the interest of our people, and the city is being cleaned on daily basis. And we did not stop there. We were also able to work with the city council, and today we have to demarcate all the communities within Wayzohn City, where you will need not to ask questions. If you get to Puina, you know that Puina community by Sambu. And we also talk about our partner LAC, and you will find most of the rules or sound, both the 15 miles per hour and some of the directional sound, you will see that within Wayzohn City. We also did not stop there. We were able to lobby with our friends and citizens in America to have 6 students now at the Grand Bassa Community College on this newer city of scholarship. So a lot of progress we have made in terms of this newer city. And as you can see, we have a modern market today. On Lily Pass, we had a stadium to be built here almost next to Wayzohn Stadium. But because of the people at the time into leadership, and we don't want to blame them, as we always say, because every leadership had their own role of doing things. But we did not achieve that because of some length experience, what have you. But administratively, we came up with the same situation in what the new market start is. That have been a dispute about ownership. But we use our ability, all local leader and that of the lawmaker to see about we could talk to who be owner of that land, and today you can have a modern market. And it was challenging that people said that there will be a bridge to be built at the Wellington connecting LAC to Wayzohn City, and it was like an illusion when the representative took the stand. And I being a mayor of the city, you know very well the bridge is within the city. And as I said, the politics makers are the politicians, and we administrators, we are there in hands. Whatever policy they made out there. So we're able to work in line with representatives and other world ministers and other government officials and see how best we can achieve that modern bridge today. And today, there are other projects ongoing at the Sokatan Bridge. 2 days ago, I was there to make sure that I encouraged the workers and encouraged the contractor to see how best I myself that would to do some work there to free our people through that free movement. So, today you will find, like when you get to the end of the city, you will find a modern sample welcoming you or welcoming to the city and telling point voyage. And the other will soon be placed at the entrance from Buchanan Way. So a lot of progress we have made and will continue to make in the challenges that we have, wherein, as I said, it's challenging to be the first city mayor and having a newer city where people now co-respond to rules and regulation. Clean your yard, don't have outside toilet, and make shade along the road. And I just want to be thankful to God. We are working. So the team is working. We have a city inspector that is very vigorous on his feet on a daily basis. Chris Zanga, he doesn't sleep, and the staff at the office is also very vigorous in terms of bearing the patient and come to work on a daily basis. And the sanitation workers, again, I want to be very thankful to God for them. In the absence of money and no money, they continue to work in the interest of our city. And I said it. We need people to understand that Bassa belongs to every one of us. And what you can do to make Bassa beautiful, what you can do to change the dynamics in the old Bassa, they are not developmental. Bassa, just one area they had, they get hot along the way. I think we need to work together and see how best we can move forward. But we have a lot of plans, and by the grace of God, in collaboration, we can achieve those plans.
That's good. Serving as a mayor of one of the newest city in Liberia is challenging. But could you tell us also, prior to your ascendancy to that position, what are some of those things you all learned in any documentation or document carved that indeed, if I'm confirmed, I'll be able to start working from around here and I want to earn to serve this legacy or to serve this record as mayor?
Yeah, prior to my ascendancy in 2011, April now, I was working with NEC and I went to an area of this district called Banitown where I did work for 1 month, 1 week. And the ES at the time, the late Ivida George, she decided to take some materials to us. But because of the bridge, Bonge Bridge, where people needed to rehabilitate so the car would pass, the people of that time, they did refuse. And she took the race, passed through that forest to reach to Banita that night. So when she came, we called meeting, the people said, oh, we're not doing it because other people, they are not doing it, so we'll not do it. So definitely, we have to talk to them to see how best they could do it. They said no. So that thought, I said, wow. So seriously, we cannot take upon ourselves to undertake some of the initiative. Like soon as road start brushing, you find some of the town, the water side road, even the road in the town, which and they're waiting for the town chief to say, oh, let us go before they can take the lead. Sometimes in the community, you find they play being bushy and nobody will take the lead. So I thought when I came back to establish an organization they call PCUD, Progressive City Youth for Development, in 2011, April now, which we were cleaning the city of with at the town, Compound Tree and X environs with 250 family members. We worked for over 2 years and there was no support coming from anybody and people continue to work. That dream went down. 2014, I reawakened the dream by establishing RDC, which we decided to work. I went to LAC, talked to Deity Foundation, and they gave me some empty drums, and we have a rapid development committee, and we had part the drums to the business centers along the street, and we have 5 persons, or voluntary workers, and they work up to my nomination as a mayor.
Is it that you had it at the back of your mind that one day Wayzohn community will become a city and I want to be a mayor?
Yeah, we had a program on air on Radio We that Wayzohn must be a city, and the lawmaker on Richard Baron Brown, we decided to see our best because we had the potential according to us. We say, well, we got cleanly, we got a modern health center, we have SYZ, we have the population, we have this. I think we're big and be a city. So that been our cry on the radio all the time. But to God and man, I did not think on becoming even a appointed official in government to God. Because the first thing, you must have been connected to certain people, you must have certain criteria, you must have certain things before. So one time I asked one of the official government in Liberia that, can a young man become a paramount chief or clan chief? He said, it means nothing. Once you are trusted and you have the ability, you can be. But this job I'm doing today to go, I did not dream on it. But what I did is that I thought setting everything and just talking to government official and not being proactive, not doing anything not necessary. Because if you're talking to you, must follow your thought to you yourself. An example. So what I did, I decided to get back to my community. You know what the country can do for you, but you can also do for the country. So my intention was just to have the organization and just clean the street of Wayzohn City or combat it at the time, and just was service being provided, and let people judge me and say, oh yes, he's not just advocating, but he's advocating, also having action and working in the community. So that has been my plan. And one of the thought I had that even if the place become a city, my dream that whosoever will become the mayor, that we could work with the person who say best, the place could be greater than even Buchanan City, wherein we'll have all the alley open, we'll have the best company coming in here, we'll have a lot of things you think about, the best stadium, the best hospital, and you just need a recreation center, hotels and things here. And the place has the potential, as I said. So that has been my dream, to make the place to be best or not, but I did not think of becoming a mayor.
So do you see your appointment or your service to this city as a challenge?
Yes, you know, it's challenging. Whereas a rural city, as I said, you know, all of mayors, all of appointed officials, they just got on how you call it, on a matter being planted already. But for me, I am on a new matter. Everything I need to start from square one, from zero, to do something. So everything about the city, you know, it lies in my purview with the city council and members of the city corporation. So it's challenging because I met nothing. Even when it comes to my own getting my benefit from government, it's challenging. Even my workers, even my staff. So because I met nothing from New York City. So it's challenging unless the other people that came in, the people already lay all bill and they had a budget and things, so they just got into it. So they are there. But I can tell you, if I want to grade myself and my staff with the city council, I think we can be graded by people to say, yes, we are doing well. Where we can not make anything today to have ourselves at this level, being connected or nationally and internationally, where people can listen to us. They send us some donation in terms of what you saw today. And again, I want to appreciate on Janji Bakwe who gave me an eye opener. Also, I went to South Korea and I connected the city. And we did not just stop there. The South Korean also followed and they came down to Wayzohn City. And we had a good talk because of some protests around and the Korean followed, so those things stop. But they are in the progress of them coming back to see how best they can carry on some agricultural activity within Wayzohn City and some part of Grand Bassa County. So I think we have made a mark. It's challenging, but I think we can get there by the grace of God.
I continue to hear you say it's challenging, it's challenging. Can you tell us, as a city, you got people that should be paying taxes to the city corporation, you got companies that are working in your city. Why is it that it's so challenging when this place is already recognized nationwide as a city?
Yeah, as I said, I came into this position by legality, wherein I was nominated and I had a proof of confirmation. So definitely when I say it's challenging, I want to appreciate the city council, as I said, and that of the entire city corporation, because the first thing we did was to craft the ordinance of the city. And the ordinance is our legal tools that you can use to run the affairs of the city. And true legal means if it is being crafted and gone through, you get on the radio, your people listen to it, you read it from page to page, session to session, and they make a recommendation and what have you, and you come with a conclusion and do the final draft. You need to take it to the county superintendent, wherein he will also take the president for signature for approval. So there we are. So once you do not have that ordinance signed, you will not have those legal things that you need to do to raise the needed revenue.
When did you craft the...
We were very, as I said, you know, as you said, once you have the type of people you need on board to work in the interest of your own people and your city, then you have the people, the resource for people that definitely not took 3 months to have this ordinance drafted back, because no ordinance all over all cities, they almost have the same ordinance. So definitely we just saw a few ordinance for other cities too and look at it and just, you know, because they place a newer city in the location, maybe if they were charging certain fee, we will come down small because of the locality we find ourselves in. But it's no different for other ordinance around Liberia, because you know the ordinance, any law you make shouldn't contravene the law of Liberia, which is the Agani law of Liberia. So definitely we were in accordance with that, and we did it. Other people saw it, all legal people saw it, and definitely not took more than 3 months to have that done in the same 2018.
Let's hear you as it relates to cooperation with the commission, the town chief, the paramount chiefs, the community dwellers, and other, you know, business practitioners in your city.
Yeah, you not have town chief in the city and you not have other positions in the city, right? But again, it's a newer city. When we went to the local government act training, they told us a lot of things shouldn't happen within the city, and things will be or changing in few years from now to 2023, right? But they said when a man is sleeping and he in a deep sleep, you cannot just come and just knocking a problem. You take your own time to have it awake, because apparently he was thinking about having car in his sleep or travel to America, and just when forcibly you just knock him. So they say they're taking their own time to have some of these things done. But I told you, we can't achieve with all the citizenry of the district. We can't achieve with all our local government officials here. We work in collaboration. That's why we continue to listen to our people. We continue to sacrifice. What we are doing, all people can do it. what we are doing, others will not want to do it. To continue to work and get a just benefit. To continue to work and at the end of the day, people sleep all day, they can get it to take home. At the end of the day, you found it in there, they are all challenging. But we know that by the grace of God, one day things will get okay. Things will get okay. So as I said, if we never had a relationship, the type of cordial relationship with our people, local government officials, then we won't be the way we are today. Because sometimes we get other people, oh mayor, you passing, oh mayor, hold this, $10 liberty, hold this and hold that. I appreciate it. Sometimes people can be afraid of giving $50 liberty or anybody. I told them, even if you give me $5 liberty, I will appreciate it. Because I did not work for it. It's just a sign of respect. It's a sign of recognition that somebody is heading you and you need to appreciate them. So why we are get vexed when you're getting $5 liberty? So we are living here by the grace of God and people continue to help us, as I said. But I know it's challenging when it comes to this thing. But again, when the child is born, it will not just take the child 1 year to just walk. Gradually, you will go through steps. So we have some administrative proceedings that are ongoing, and we know at the end of the day, somebody will hear about cry, somebody will know that there's a city exists in Basel, they call Wayzohn City. Apparently somebody I might know about the city. There's somewhere in America, there's somewhere in government, and they don't know what we're going through. Apparently somebody may know that indeed there's a city, but the thing we are getting, what we should get, and we are not taking it to them. But this thing, you know, as an administrator, you need to be administrative in terms of the decision you made. Someone you bear it, and at the end of the day, at the appropriate time, somebody will get to know that indeed there's a young man that came to government. Because you know Musa. At the end of the day, someone say any people are working in government, they ain't get a fire kitchen, they ain't get a one. They don't know the struggle you are going through. You get me? And now I said, if you come to government, you think you come to government to get rich, you could be caught in the web to be say, oh, you come broke. But we have come to see our best. We have come to see our best. We work with people and bear patient, and see our best. One fine day, we will get to where we're supposed to get. So I think it is okay, and by the grace of God, we will get somewhere one day.
Let's hear you concerning this. Grand Basel County has a county social development fund. Is it that you're not, benefiting your city, our city now? Are you not benefiting?
Yeah, as I said, the first benefit we got from the social development fund, we shall receive $10,000, which we just got 5,000 of that portion, right? So what I did, I called the city council. One good thing, as I said, Musa, if you come into government, you think you come to get rich. It's not good, right? We called the city council and we needed some things. This city has no chairs, so I get program. People asking for school chairs around here, and the children are in school. We first of all what we did, we purchased 75 chairs. The workers will have a conversation for 3 months. We have, like the sample you see today, what we demarcated the place here, all the community here, we have to put money to that area. And other administrative things we did around here in order to upkeep the office. So definitely, it was not used for me personally, but we got the first 5,000 for government since we got in the power, and that was used on needed material we talk about. Because before you get the money, you have to carry your request to the PMC, tell them the purpose for which you want the money, and they will tell you, say, you need to do SYC. And definitely, just what we did.
Like you said, the city ordinance is still in the making, but in terms of cooperation or subsidy or help from other companies around here, how is it? Have you been reaching out to them?
Yeah, well, in terms of materials, we've been getting assistance from LAC, actually. Okay. In terms of material, we've been getting assistance from LAC. And, the reason for which we did not engage LAC in terms of giving compensation to the workers at the time, because the ordinance dictates that all companies within Wayzohn City, whether you're there or you fly into the city of Wayzohn, you must pay some royalty to Wayzohn City. That is illegal. So at the signature of the president to that ordinance, that we will do. But it's taking too long. So we need to go and lobby with LAC to see our best. They can impact the lives of our workers here while we await the ordinance to be signed. So I think we try to do that in recent time. We took a dedication to LAC management where we met the manager of LAC, we met the human resource and administration manager, and through the arrangement of the representative representing ST Willie, and we were approved to go and see how we could meet the manager of LAC, and we went along with the city council, 2 of the city council members, which they were very astute, and they were very supportive, and we pushed the plan of the city or the plan of the city of Wayzohn to the LAC management and to that. In subsequent time, they will get back to us. But we pray to God that indeed God speaks to the minds of the manager of LAC and that administration manager to see how better they can be impacting the lives of our workers here and see how better they can do something about taking the debt all the city and see how better can. Yes, definitely. Sometimes when I travel to other places, but you get land there and you're walking by land, you get land and you see suffering. We say land is there. Land is a partner to us. And I will tell people, Lack they were to help me to become a mayor. Because when I established a group called ROTC, one Lack day, every time I went to Lack, they help me with drums, they help me with wheelbarrow, they help me with shovel. So I'm very content. And I know Lack is waiting, and they have been waiting, but we are not engaged there because we feel that we not do it legally. But with our visit a few times with the two council members that went there with me, I know definitely something great will happen by the grace of God.
If the cities were established by law, why is it that it's taking too long to approve the city ordinance? What do you think?
Yeah, you know, actually, as I said, government has two. Government is divided into two, right? You got central government, you got local government, and the vast jury of the president is the county superintendent. And we cannot say, oh, what is delaying, or we don't know what is unfolding. But I know he's a good man, he's a young man who want to see people going forward and honor his regime. If Wayzohn City ordinance will be signed and see Wayzohn City going to another level, I think it will be a pride for him because we say honor whose or leadership, the ordinance of Wayzohn was signed and honor whose leadership, Wayzohn City lower in Ate, and they had the first mayor honor Ablee-Jay leadership. And today, honor whose leadership today, Wayzohn City got SYC benefit, it will honor Ablee-Jay leadership. This is why he took me for in South Korea to give me an eye open and to open on behalf of the city. So I know in his own Wayzohn, he knows that he needs to do everything as he trying. Along with the representative on the fencing ST Willie, I can tell you, we even left when we went to Buchanan, we met the two of them and they in progress. But Jeddah, at the time, the president, he was at the verge of going to the president. At the time, unfortunately for him, had an accident. After we met him on the fencing ST Willie in Buchanan, just 2 days to he's taking the ordinance to Monrovia when he had an accident. But I know who he is. I call him the developmental general. I call him on paper push because there's a man who he has impacted my life. There is a man who I know who he is. There's a man who brings himself down. He's a mentor to me. At times he calls me and say, Mayor, where are you, Weljay? You know, Weljay, where are you? So now with Joe about talk in South Korea. So now with Joe about slavery, you know. So actually he's caring. And with the young representative we have here, we know that at the appropriate time, the will be signed. It is not how long, but how well, and we know through Ablee-Jay back where we are going to get our ordinance signed, and whatsoever just benefit will be received by the city.
Due to delay, is it actually affecting you?
Yeah. As I said, yes, it is affecting because the revenue we should generate 2 years and three going to the 11 or 10 years now. We shall generate more funds into our account, but you cannot do it with all the ordinance being signed. So it affecting us one way or the other. And I told we conduct volunteer, our workers conduct volunteer in the place here. You think where the ordinance is being signed and the relevant revenue is being raised, we not cry. We even employ more workers, as I said, because the city is very big. From Manindo Hill coming all the way to South Town, it's a big city. So if you collect your revenue by law, definitely we are going to do more and employ more people. Today, people who are looking at the city, they think they don't want to come and sacrifice. But I tell you, the city has the potential. This city, once the ordinance is signed, will raise the higher revenue because if you look at the city, it's bigger in terms of population, in terms of business. Say we have it around here, you know very well. We got companies here. We got other logging companies passing through the city. Can you imagine that you spend our lane in the city and they have a detour where all the logging companies, they passing through that, and that place could be used for basic purpose to get other people too, so we'll raise some revenue. Now that lane is being taken by those logging companies and they use it as detour. You pass it through my city. It's challenging, and that's something they are not doing. But we cannot say this in the absence of the ordinance being signed. But I can tell you by the grace of God, with God being God, with the passion and the clear heart that we have for the place, we know that one day we'll triumph over every challenge we face within the city.
Do you have any statistic on the number of human beings living in your city?
We got over 28,000 residents in Wayzohn City.
Well, it is a reminder that you are following Ablee-Jay TV. Basically, the program is conversation with the leader, and today we are privileged to have us Mr. Edwin Weljay, the mayor of Wayzohn City, the newest city in Grand Bassa County. Back to you, Mayor. Quickly in passing, in terms of cooperation with you and the direct lawmaker of the district of Wayzohn City, how was it?
Yeah, as I said, I do in public administration, and I know about government has two elements. You have the political element, you have the non-political element. You got 105 elected officials in Liberia. They are politicians. And you have the rest of them being a non-political element with our administrators. And the government has 3 branches. They have different functions, but they coordinate. So in terms of achieving our goal, we cannot work with all the representatives. We cannot work with anybody, even every official. So definitely, you know to have some of these things happening. What will not people do? They say yes. Will not people do? They say, oh, we have. You know the representative will come from the back to make sure you say yes and buttress. He said, I have to lobby with other people to say, oh, you go and help my city. So it's called you, I can tell you.
What would be your final message?
It's just to call on well-meaning citizens of Bassa, even beyond Bassa, or in Liberia, outside of Liberia. Wayzohn City is a newer city in Bassa, and we need to develop this city. Next few years from now, if we stay on our feet and if we forecast, Buchanan, next to Buchanan will be Wayzohn City. If you try to other counties, people boast of Secretary, people boast of Ban where I've been before, people boast of Ganto, they boast of Sanikore. Today, Bassa will boast of Buchanan. Next to Buchanan is Wayzohn City we have today. And I think we need to divert every attention. Once sometime when people come in Buchanan, you say, yeah, it's not just Buchanan, go to other parts of the country, and here you have the potential. We got guest house here, we got motel, we got clubs, we got health center, we got communication of service here, we have mobile money service, and you just need it. So this place, the population, as I said, we have over 28,000 population. So we encouraging people to think on the picket. We encourage some Indian guys, and today they brought their business of Buchanan extended year. And Hardware is also trying to say that it can be extended year. We encourage bank, we encourage Toto, we encourage any business you think about in the Republic of Liberia, even supermarket, you bring here. We have lack right here. You know lack. It's not like it's the only company that buy rubber now in Liberia because of the barrel. Today you have Bon County right next door. You have Nima County, people of River says they use it one route. So there's a transit point. So if you brought your business here, definitely do not be afraid. You are going to make the money. It will be like a virgin land you coming in. Because we have the population, people, they place a commercial city, people made a business, they live a business, they work with lag, and you two people doing a little money around here, and I can tell you, just we need to collaborate. We need to unite. We're all unity. We're all collaboration. Bassa will not develop. You need not to like Atom before you can develop Bassa. You need not to like Atom before you work with Ablee-Jay TV. You need not to like Musa before you work with Ablee-Jay TV. Because Ablee-Jay TV is there to carry information out there that other people would not know about you or know about what is unfolding. They will get the information and say they can help. So if you hate Atom, you now use Ablee-Jay TV to carry you worldwide, that people can know what is unfolding, how do people come to help you. So you see, Edwin, now you hate Edwin, but Edwin is using your program now to make sure that people can hear your voice. So if you don't like Edwin, you need to like Wayzohn City. If you don't like any leader like Janjay, whosoever, you need to like your country. And to get a lot of retrospect, young people, I want to encourage them. I'm a young man before a city here, I want to love a country. What we had a peace committee. Do you know that I'm the vice chairman for the CPC in Bassa, the county peace committee next to Madi Rami? I also said at the JMV, I have been in a peaceful environment on the Ministry of Internal Affairs or PBO, Peace Building Office. So I can tell you we need to collaborate. We need to hold together, put our differences aside. Let Bassa be the best of none. We have left behind so many years back. It is not time we hold together. Put your differences aside. And let's stop the envy, let's stop the discrimination, and let's make Bassa the best. Today it is me, tomorrow it could be you, and you will need me to work with you to give you advice. I also need your advice, I need your collaboration. We cannot work with all one another. We are here to serve people in the interest of the country. We are not subjected to just one person, as I always say. Anybody, whether you can be old, you can be young, you can be poor, you can be politician, you can be whosoever. Once you have the mind to develop Wayzohn City, once you have the mind to work with people, definitely we are going to encourage you to come here. Don't be afraid. We are here to serve as a public servant, to serve everybody, and definitely this place is a zone that you can come in freely and interact with the people of Wayzohn. Anything you want to do here, you are free.
He is Mayor Edwin Weljay, the mayor of Wayzohn City, here with me today on the program, conversation with our leader. I want to say thanks a million to our viewer. God's willing, we'll be back here Friday with another leader of Grand Bassa County. Till then, I'm Alexander Musa Jr., your presenter of the program, conversation with our leader. Let me say many thanks to our technician who've been behind the scene, making sure that this presentation is a success.